What if the problem was never you? It was the story you were told about yourself. What if the parts of you they called too much were actually your greatest strengths? Because here's the truth. People can only understand you from where they are, not from where you're going. And if you keep letting limited people define you, you will live a limited life. Let's talk about what happens when you finally rewrite your internal narrative and take your power back. Most people don't realize this. The voice in your head, that's not always yours. It's built from years of opinions, reactions, and projections from people who didn't have the capacity to understand you. They called you too loud, too intense, too emotional, too driven. But what they really meant was you made them uncomfortable. And instead of questioning their limits, you started questioning yourself. So you adjusted, you softened, you shrank. Not because you were wrong, but because you wanted to be accepted. But let's be honest. Why are you still trying to be likable to people who were threatened by your growth? Here's the truth. Most people won't say people aren't always trying to hurt you, but they are limited by their own perspective. They can't see your life through your lens. They can only advise you from where they are. And if they've never stepped into their own power, they will naturally resist yours. So when you build your identity around their understanding of you, you're handing your life over to people who were never equipped to lead it. Rewriting your internal narrative means this. You stop asking, am I too much? And you start asking, am I fully expressed? You stop shrinking to make other people comfortable. Because their comfort is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to become who you were meant to be. And that requires something most people avoid. Owning your power without needing approval. You are not a problem to be fixed. You are a force that the wrong people were never prepared to handle. And just because someone couldn't hold your depth doesn't mean you were ever too deep. It means they were standing in shallow water. Your life will always follow the story you tell yourself. So if you keep repeating their version of you, you'll stay stuck in a life that was never yours. But the moment you rewrite it, everything changes because your narrative becomes your direction. If this hits you, don't stop here. Watch this next video. It's going to take you deeper.